Hello, everyone. I am the Magi, and these are my thoughts on baby making. Now, I know it sounds better than what I'm about to be saying, but somebody gotta speak on it, right? So, do you really believe that every baby is a blessing? Some are burdens, but let's wait till I get to that. So, okay, first things first. Have you ever heard any woman say, she gets pregnant, and yes, the guy did not use protection. Yes, the guy ejaculated in her. But do that necessarily mean keep the baby? Do it mean that? Now, to the women who keeps the child and say things like, oh, well, you knew what you was doing when we was having sex. Or you acted like you wanted this when you was nothing in me. Is that an excuse to keep a baby knowing that this guy doesn't want it? Like, that's your excuse? That's not a good excuse. Anyway. Now, I work with physically and mentally disabled children. And some have severe disabilities than the others. I even witnessed certain households break up because, they try to stick it through with the first child with the disability, but then when the mother pops up again pregnant, acting like she want to keep another one, now it's starting to go out of hand, out of pocket, because it's like, what if this child comes out with a disability, So I'm talking to my coworker. She's 66 years old. She was saying how she knows a married couple who they had a child and had Down syndrome, and he didn't divorce the woman, but he moved out. Like, it scared him. He was traumatized. And these things, when things like that happen, the couples are always pointing fingers. Like, oh, it must come from your family because my family don't got that. Or no, it come from your family because this is the first time it happened to my... Everybody just points their finger. And my thing is, that's why it's like, again, going back to what my nana always told me, you gotta get to know who you laying down with. Sometimes, everybody's just fall in love so quick. We touching on each other so quick that we don't get the chance to ask, do your grandmother, do cancer run in your family? Do anybody have Down syndrome? Do anybody have any complications? Nobody's asking that. So then when the kid come, and now it's just a big thing. It's just a big point in like who done it type of thing, So again, now boom, let's say it's a married couple, because she was saying how they're married and how he left the house. So that made me think, even down to married couples, let's say you and your husband have a kid, right? You kept the kid cool. What if he have sex with you, he nutting you again, and he don't want this next child? Or because we're married, we have to keep, every time I nut in you, you gotta keep it? I'm not saying, now, and I love God. I love God, B. And God loved me, and I'm not gonna say, all I can say is be careful. You get what I'm saying? That's why you should be marrying somebody who, we gonna populate the world with each other. Don't marry somebody who, it's like, nah, we not doing this every time. I don't even like how these kids look. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But I just really don't think every baby is a blessing. Some are burdens. You'll know when your baby is a burden when you cross that bridge. Especially if soon as this baby comes, now the relationship, everything is complicated. We don't even love each other like that no more. We ain't even vibing like that no more. This was a burden. It wasn't a blessing. This was something that was like, it was like the baby was the last straw, like, you know, to ruin all of this shit. It probably was signs way before this to say, yo, don't lay down with this person. Don't do it. You're gonna be sorry. And you know, we human, we always ignore the signs. But I don't know, I just feel like if you can't tell a woman what to do with her body, you shouldn't force a man to be in your child's life because he nutting in you. I feel like that's a part of sex. That's a part of sex. Whether somebody believes it or not, that's a part of sex. I can't explain that in any other way. It's part of sex. So why would, I don't know. That's why you gotta be careful who you lay down with, because you're gonna be sorry in the end, and now you caught up with these kids, and it could just go either way. And I do be feeling bad for the children, parents that I work with, because it's so much stress on them. They didn't know that this was gonna happen. You know, they didn't know that their genetics was gonna mix and make, you know, like a complicated baby or pregnancy or anything like that. You know, it's too much, and then you got to deal with that. And then imagine a dude leaving you behind that, like, you know, like, oh, I can't do this, and then they just leave you with the kid, and you just by yourself, and you got to deal with that. It's a lot. It's really a lot, and some people don't understand how serious it is. That's why they be. And the dudes be trying to be nice. I had a personal family that I was working with, and they had a child, and it was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay. They was married and stuff like that. You could tell, like, he was so involved in this little boy's life. Everything changed when the mother got pregnant all over again. The man didn't want to walk next to her. Like, you could tell, like, she was one of those stay-at-home moms while he went to work. She had that baby. That ass was in I don't even know what uniform it was, but she was in a uniform next. Like, he was letting her know, like, you could tell on the side, he was letting her know, like, nah, this ain't gonna be it. Like, no. Like, I can't do this no more. And some women, y'all feel like keeping another baby, that's going to keep the dude. And again, I'm not saying that, like, yeah, oh, well, again, stop thinking just because somebody nutting you, that means keep the child. No. Stop purposely trying to get pregnant by these people. They could be telling you right now, oh, I'm about to come, and you still throwing it. Get up, because he gonna throw some wild shit at you when he don't help you take care of this kid. Like, you feel where I'm coming from? Get up, girl. Get up. For real. Y'all bugging. Y'all is. I feel so bad. That's why, like, even me,